Ilya, can we start now? I think it is already 5, 6.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh,
I just did the live stream. Yeah. So
okay, okay. Okay.
yeah. So good
So,
evening, everyone.
yeah,
Welcome you all to Revamp for the MA in Society and Culture orientation program, which is at IIT Gandhinagar. We have Mohit and Vasu with us, who is already pursuing their second years in the same course. And here they will be briefly giving you a presentation. Then further we'll be having a Q&A session as well. Meanwhile, if you have doubt in between, you can text in the chat box, or if you're watching in live, then you can comment there in the YouTube live as well. Now it is with you, Mohit. Yeah.
yeah. So, for the purpose of the presentation, Basu will do the first part and I will be doing the second part. So, Basu, you may start.
I made both of you as a co-host, so you can proceed further.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, so my screen is visible to all, no?
Yeah, it is visible.
Okay. So, hi everyone. So, as already informed by the host that I'm Vasu and I'm here with my classmate Mohit. So, basically, we are second year postgrad students. So, basically, we are here to give some information regarding this course. So, the basic content that we have prepared for this slide is that first we will discuss that what this course is about, what is its eligibility, and how to apply that, what is the procedure for the admission. And the other two parts, the curriculum and course structure and future possibilities, will be discussed by Mohit. So, starting with the program. So, the program was started in 2014 by IIT Gandhinagar. One of the specialty about this course is that it can be joined by students across disciplines. You don't need to be specifically from humanities. Telling about myself only, I came from a chemistry background. I didn't have any background in humanities. I am exposed to humanities after coming here. So it is one of the specialty, and even our batch, you can see that most of the students are from non-humanities background. So it is one of the specialty of this course that you don't need to be specifically from humanities. One of the very good thing about this program is that it's a research masters. So it gives you a first-hand experience of research. You spend about almost 1.5 year of your program in in drafting your thesis, in writing your thesis, doing your field work, all those things. So it's, you can say that it's a research master's, and it is very one of the limited courses in India which gives you the experience of research in the postgrad itself. And the other thing about the program is that it is highly interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary. You can take courses even from science baskets. I have some classmates who have taken the courses from computer science, also from other engineering branches also. And we have a very huge basket of elective courses of humanities also. So these are some of the basic information about this program. So, yeah. So coming to the eligibility, as many of you have seen the notification that has been issued by the HSS Department of IIT Gandhinagar. So as I said that there is no requirement of any prior knowledge of humanities. So you don't need any specific degree in humanities. You can be a bachelor in any of the streams like science, BTech, BCom, BA, anything. The only requirement is that you should have 55% marks or the equivalent CPI or GPA in your bachelor's. Also, the students who are in their last year of graduation, they can also apply, provided that they published that the university or the college that they are studying in published the result within 2 or 3 months of the completion. So there is no any specific eligibility that you need to be from humanities or something. If you are from any discipline, you can apply for this course. Yeah, so the now the most important part, that how to apply for this program. So we have add a link here. So in the IIT post, the poster that has been shared by the HSS department, you can also see the QR there. So basically, you have to register online. The application fees is for 300 for all the for general category students, and for SC, ST, and PWD students, it is 150. So, elaborating more on the stages of this process, is that the it has three basic stages. So the first is the statement of purpose along with your application form. So basically, when you will fill your application form, it will ask you all the questions that on the basis of which you will be evaluated for going to the next round. In the application form, you will be asked about the basic information like from where you have did your graduation, what was the subject of your graduation, and it will also ask about your work experience, that what is your work ex. It will also ask about your research interest, and research interest is very important. You have to be very clear about your research interest. It can be very broad. You don't need to be very narrowed. You don't need to narrow down at this point of time, but you have to be a bit of. You need to have a bit of clarity that what research interest you have, that what are the basic disciplines that you want to pursue in research. For example, if you want to pursue on research on development economics, if you want to pursue research in social movements, you have to mention that in your application. And that is evaluated very thoroughly by the admission committee. So along with this, all the basic details, you will also have section of writing statement of purpose. So in that, basically, you have to justify that why you want to join this program, why IIT Gandhinagar is, you can say, suitable for your scheme of things, that why you choose IIT Gandhinagar for applying here. Along with that, you have to write two answers. I have written three questions here. So these are the three questions that they have provided this time in the application form. Out of these three questions, you have to write your answer for two questions in approx 250 words. So basically, application form is itself the first stage of evaluation, because here you have to provide your SOP, and along with that, you have to provide answers for two of the questions. And I have specifically written it in the form of note that please be specific and please be thorough with your research area that you want to apply, because it is one of the criteria that makes your application that make that make sure that your application goes to the next round. So the first round is the application form along with the statement of purpose and the answers to the questions. The second will be that the candidates will be shortlisted on the basis of their application form. They will be called for an online written test. So basically, it will be an online written test. You have to give it from your home only. So it is not very complicated or sophisticated type of test. It will have basic comprehension questions and a very basic type of numeracy and data analysis. So it is not that very you need some specific books to read. If you are a bit of good in comprehension, you will pass this stage very easily. So basically, from stage one to stage two means shortlisting of your application will depend upon many things like what are your marks in bachelor's program, what are your academic achievements, uh, how you have justified your aptitude for studying society and culture. That is the part of your SOP, statement of purpose, and also a bit of your research interest. After the second stage, the candidates who will be selected after the written test will be called for the final interview. So these are some of the dates. Applications has already been open, and the deadline for this admission cycle is February 10. So, and the test and interview are scheduled on March 10 and 24. So the rest of the part will be taken by Mohit. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Basu, for giving such a detailed explanation about the process of the program. Just give me a minute. Let me fix my window, and I will start then.
Mohit, you are presenting from this slide only. You are attaching yourself.
No, no, no. That is perfect. I'm just bringing my
Okay.
camera. Yeah.
Hmm.
So this is basically the course structure. As you can see, Basu has told in detail about the entire application process. So in application process, he has told us about the SOP, and apart from that, the answers that we are supposed to write for the application. But when you come to IIT Gandhinagar, there are several things that we want to let you know before applying and before coming to the institute. So there is a set of core courses and elective courses that you are supposed to pursue, and in addition to that, you're also supposed to do a research project. So IIT Gandhinagar's MS Society and Culture, it is a degree which is a research degree, and it is different from the other degree that the other central universities in India provide. So, as you can see in the box that I have given, so there is description and minimum credit requirement. So, for the core courses, you are supposed to do six core courses, and we have a basket of 10 core courses. Out of that, you are supposed to do six, and in addition to that, there are similar amount of elective courses, six. And as a mandatory part of the degree, we MA students are also supposed to do engineering or sciences courses. So we are supposed to do two non-HSS courses. They are called non-HSS. So all your core and electives, core would be HSS, and electives might be from non-HSS. But you are supposed to do at least two non-HSS courses. And there is a writing course, English writing course, which you will be taught. You might be taught in your first or second semester. It depends on the institute. And you're supposed to do 20 credits of thesis, which might vary to 24 also, and it might be 20 also. It depends on your project. And in addition to that, the cumulative of all these four categories, they form the 80 credit, which is the minimum credit requirement for the degree. And if you are, finding well, and if you are convenient to do more courses, that is also welcome at the institute. But 80 is the minimum. So there is a system of passing and failing thing. You can, if you have low grades in any course, you can pass that course, and you can do any extra course to, improve your overall CPI. So this is one of the aspect that I also wanted to put. And in addition to that, when you come to the institute, there is a orientation program. It's called Arohan, which is the 2 week mandatory program. So, and it has two credits. However, these credits are not added in the overall credit basket, but you are supposed to do this as it is a mandatory requirement of IIT Gandhinagar. And there are two physical courses, PE courses, which you are supposed to do in your first and second semester, each in both the semesters. You can also do them throughout your degree in all the four semesters, like, but two are the minimum courses. Basu, please change the slide. Yeah, here you can see the general flow of the program. So we have shown, like, in the four semester, this is how you can, add your basket. You can add your courses. So you can take three courses in your first semester, then three core courses, two elective, and one could be the physical education. And physical education doesn't give you any credits. It is a basic mandatory course which doesn't give you credit. And R01. So the second is you can take FP 602, which is the writing course. You can take this writing course, and three core courses, one research seminar. So research seminar here, this is a course which is from your thesis basket. So here, as I've already said in the previous slide, that we are supposed to do 20, at least 20 research credits. So one is, we have in total six research courses. So you are supposed to do two research seminar, one in the second semester, and second in the third semester. And then in the fourth semester, you take your project courses, which can be three project courses and or four. Each project course is of 4 credits, and each course at IIT Gandhinagar is of 4 credits. So, and in addition to that, you can also have one physical education program. And in your summers of the first year, this is also a basic mandatory thing here, that you are supposed to do a internship. And this internship also counts for 4 credits. It's a mandatory internship that you were supposed to do, and you will be evaluated for the internship by your mentor. And as you can see, you can also take 4 electives in this semester and one research proposal. We are supposed to do the research proposal presentation in the third semester. And the fourth semester, you can take 3 research project or 4 research project. It is based on your study, how long or how elaborated study you want to do. And you can also take an elective course. So this is basically a general overview of the program, but it is not restricted to the, that you are supposed to do only these the programs in this way. You can mix up, jumble up programs wherever you want. So this is a flexibility that IIT invite gives you. You can take your non-HSS courses at any of your semester. You can do your elective also at any of the semesters. So this is a general overview of the flow of the program, and you can see the credits that in first we can take 20, in the second semester 20 credits, third semester 24, and for fourth semester 16 credits. So I hope this gives an overview about the general flow of the program. Basu, please change the slide. Yeah, so you can see a list of core courses that you are supposed to take from. So here you can see that there are 10 courses. Basically, IITGN's faculties, they deal with anthropology and sociology. You will find that faculties who are teaching here or researching here, they have one or the other domain in anthropology discipline. So you will be taught the course critical perspectives in anthropology by Professor Nishan Choksi, who is a linguistic anthropologist, the one and only linguistic anthropologist of India. And then critical perspective in sociology by Professor Khaka. And just to mention that if you want to see the profile of the faculties, you can just go to the HSS website, go to the faculty, people faculty section, you will find the profile of each and every faculty at IIT. Then there is this literature theory, social context, which is taught by Professor Orko, perspectives and history by Madhumita, and this goes on like that. But what I'm trying to say is that out of these 10 courses, you are supposed to take six. You can take any of the six courses, and the limit is that you can take three courses in one semester, three core courses in one semester. And the last course is political thought. However, at the current time, we do not have a faculty of political science, so political thought course depends. If there is any guest faculty, then they will offer. If there is no guest faculty, then it depends. So last semester we had, but this semester our juniors, they did not have political thought. And apart from that, these there are, you can see the last second last and third last course. These are very important courses. They deal with the qualitative research methods and quantitative research method in sociology. Sorry, in HSS and social sciences. So you actually, these courses give you they put you into the research. These are the courses which you won't find in other institutes, and they tell you how research takes place in social sciences, and it depends in what kind of research you are interested. Basu is dealing with qualitative. I am also dealing with qualitative, but there are some other peers of us who are dealing with quantitative. So it depends, like in what domain you are interested in. Yeah, but Basu, please change the slide. And these are the future directions which you can take. So most of the students who come at IIT Gandhinagar, you will find that they will be going in academia or research. So if my in our case also, we are also more inclined towards academia, and you can see IIT Jain's MA students are in many foreign universities doing PhD. By research, I mean you can join any research institute. There are several research institutes working in India. There is Center for Policy Research in Delhi, and there are several others. And you can also join consultancy if you want to do job after the degree. So this time Basu is also heading the uh, companies this placement thing at IIT for MA. So we are also inviting various companies here who want to take candidates from the MA department, MA program. And in addition to that, you can also work in NGO. See, about the future direction and scope, this is something which is available in every other degree also. You can do work, you can do any degree, and you can do work anywhere. But the thing is that here, since you are taught in such a way that it becomes more easier for you to go into academia and research. So and similar to consultancy and NGO, since IIT is an institute which has its own career development service. So they invite many people, they invite many companies, which is not found in other universities because they don't have a proper dedicated cell for employment. So this is a basic difference which is important to note. Yeah, Basu. So if you have any concerns, queries, questions, please go ahead, and we would be more than happy to address them. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. Yes.
So my name is Swaraj. I'm from Nagpur, and I have two, three questions. But my first question is that so when we are writing the SOP, or we are answering the questions while filling the application, or we are when we are we are writing the uh, area of our research. How do we know? And sir, I don't know the name. The sir, before you, he presented the presentation. He was saying that he was completely uh, different. He was completely new to the society and culture and humanities background. So how did that sir or he make an understanding and make the understanding and write the thesis uh, in that
Basu,
way
you
that he
please
got
go
selected to the
ahead. Please
IIT
proceed.
Gandhinagar.
Yeah, so hi Suraj. So the thing is that you don't need to be very specific, but you need to be quite clear about the discipline. For example, I wrote very clearly that I want to pursue my research in development economics. So that is the thing that I clearly mentioned. So you don't need to mention specifically that what are your streams. You just need to mention some broad things. And what they are looking is that they are basically trying to look that whether you have that aptitude for research or not. For example, if you mention research area like social movement, so they will ask question regarding that in the interview. So you don't need to be very precise, but you need to put some clarity. Like, okay, I want to do research on democracy. I want to do research on participatory democracy. So these type of keywords you need to figure out. Now, regarding your second part of your question, that how I figured out, being from a chemistry background. So the thing is that before joining this program, I just gone through the profile of all the faculties, and I also explored my interest, that where I want to work on. So from there, I developed the interest that, okay, I want to pursue the research under Professor Deepak. So I will write development economics. So these are the things. So you can just screen through the website and the profile of the faculties. There you will find their research interest. So you don't need to limit yourself to only those interests, but just try to make sure that you are somewhere around those areas only, because that will help your SOP only. I hope I have answered you.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah, yeah.
just to
Thank you,
add one
sir.
thing about, regarding your query. So when Vasu said that you need to mention something in the research interest and that need not to be precise. So what he is trying to say that you can have a general idea of any theme, any research idea. It can be very broad, but when you come to the system, there are ample opportunities. You can completely mold that. You can change that. So it is just for the purpose of writing. So you need to know that you need to know about something, any particular theme, any particular event in which you are interested on. So this is what you need to mention, and then when you are in the program, you can do anything. You can change, any research idea. You can be part with any faculty. So this is the kind of flexibility that you get once you are in the institute. And
The
and
fun
the
fact,
thing is that
yeah,
whatever you mention as your research idea, you will be asked question on the basis of that in your interview. So once you have mentioned something as a research idea, please have some information about that, because when they will interview you, there are 3 to 4 panelists in the panel. So you might be asked question based on that. So when we say that you can change it, it also means that you need to have some information about your research idea. Yeah.
yeah. So the fun fact is that
Okay. Means, if
uh, the fun fact is that most of our classmates have written something else in their SOPs, and they are pursuing research in something else, including myself also. So the thing is that you just have to show your aptitude, because your research interests sometimes tell you that what aptitude you have in research, and you have to make sure that you are mentioning that part, uh, so that you can deal the questions in the interviews. So that will be critical.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. And my next question is, sir, what is the intake of Gandhinagar MA, MSc? And see, I have talked with a few students of IIT Mandis, and they have given a very negative response about the course of developmental studies, and they give developmental studies, and they are saying that there is no life we can see we cannot have good job opportunities, career opportunities further. So, is IIT Gandhinagar is having the same situation, or there are few good opportunities, or the packages and placements are well and good enough? Are they of that type? Please, sir.
So please go ahead about
Okay, it's
placement. I
over,
can
sir.
talk about the other part.
Okay, okay. So, regarding the first part of your question, intake. So, intake varies. Our senior batch, when we came here, our senior batch has an intake of 25. Our batch was having an intake of 30, and our junior batch, which has recently come last year, they have an intake of about 38 to 40 students. So, it varies. But according to my idea, this time also intake will be approximately near 35 to 40 students. The second thing is that you have said that you have given the example of IIT Mandi. So the thing is that IIT Mandi's course is very different from of IIT Gandhinagar. The thing is that the course in IIT Gandhinagar is centered around research, and IIT Mandi's course of development studies is fully a professional course of type of thing. Okay, so regarding placements and all those things. So the thing is that here nobody plans for placements as such, because most of the people here are interested in research only. But the thing is that when you come to campus, you find ample of opportunities, because we have a fully dedicated, as Mohit mentioned, CDS. So they help to grab you. They help to grab you opportunities. They help you to explore opportunities. We also have internship program. So the thing is that we don't have any predefined path here, that you will go in this company only. You will go in this company only. but the number of opportunities here are ample. You will realize it once you come here. And if you are very sure of pursuing research, then it is one of the best places that I can say. But if you are saying that you are more interested in placements on all those things, so I will say that prefer this or other institutions, because IIT Gandhinagar is as per not for placement, especially for humanities. So it is basically for research. But yeah, we have some opportunities for placements. Some of our seniors has been placed in some very good institutions like CPR, as Mohit mentioned, in Deshpande Foundation, in Maven Magnet, and in IPAC also. We have some of our seniors who are working with IPAC also. So we have ample of opportunities. Uh, the thing about this place is that it gives you an exposure, and it gives you a network of alumni. So that will help you. So yeah, the condition is much better than IIT Mandi. I won't comment anything about that thing, that what is happening in IIT Mandi. But here you will get connections, you will get exposure, and for research, it is one of the best place that I can say.
Yeah, like this is something, if you are really interested in research, then we would highly recommend you to join this institute. Because this institute, the faculties which we have, their research is also, very good. They are continuously working in their researches, and this is something which many candidates see before coming to the institute. And the other thing is that, since in India now MPhil thing is stopped, so when you join this program, you get prepared, for further PhD studies, only if you are interested. But you get the idea. Although TIS, I think TIS also has a research program, but the thing is that you can develop networks which is not possible in other institutes. Since IITs, they are the grade one institute of India, we constantly organize various sorts of colloquiums, seminars, and many sort of series where faculties from different institutes across the world they come. So you can develop networking, you can have good contact with everyone, and then you can proceed. And as far as your question regarding the life at institute is concerned, so see, as I have been part of the inter-IIT squad for 2 consecutive years, and I have visited many IITs in my tenure. We can say with surety that the experience which you will have at IIT you won't find at any other institute, because the kind of facilities that we have, because of the modern infrastructure of the institute, because it is very lately built in 2013-14, and the hostels which you will find there, they're also 3-star to 4-star hostels, and everything, whether it is about teaching or any other infrastructure, you will find it is very modern. And then there's a vibrant student community, and the other thing is that it also depends on how much you want to interact, how much you want to invest your time in various things. So in that sense, you have various opportunities, you have various scopes of engaging, of having a good life. So, and regarding, if you are more interested to know that, you can just go to the YouTube and you can find many multiple videos regarding that. Yeah. Yeah, so Jyoti has raised the hand. Please go ahead with the question, Jyoti.
Thank you so much for this session, Mohit, and sorry, the other person, I cannot remember the
Basu.
name.
Basu.
Vasu, thank you so much for organizing this session. It really helped to navigate through the whole course and narrative what we can expect from the course itself. So my question was around like I am interested in policy, and I wanted to know, like, if someone is interested towards public policy, like how would they can expect from this course, basically. And also, like, in that aspect, I would also like to know about the quantitative data analysis part which you showed in the curriculum itself, like what we can expect from that.
Basu, you please address this.
Yeah, yeah, sure. So the thing is that you have to be first clear that what do you mean by policy research? Means you are interested in policy research, or you are interested in
Yes,
jobs regarding, okay,
yes,
research.
yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So the thing is that we have a dedicated research group here regarding policy. So basically, Professor Deepak Singhania, he has his specialization and degree, the doctorate also in policy studies only. So and IIT Gandhinagar is also recruiting some other faculties also for policy. So here the policies, if you are coming and you are working with Professor Deepak, so he is very good at policy studies. We have our alumni is also working in one of the leading policy research institutes. They are also pursuing their masters. from some foreign universities in policy studies, and they also they deal both with quantitative and qualitative work. So you can see some publications also on the website. So yeah, uh, I didn't get your second part of the question. Can you repeat that
So
so
I
that
was
data set?
actually, yeah, I was actually asking about like what can I expect from the core part from your syllabus,
Okay,
quantitative analysis part, that you, if you
okay,
can
okay.
like make a brief note about it.
Yeah, yeah. So the thing is that it will start from the basic, like mean, median, mode, and all those things, and it will go to the extent of causation and regression. And they will also teach you using they will also teach you the use of a software Stata, and you can also use R, but they will have a dedicated lab for that Stata thing. So apart from normal lectures, there is also a tutorial in that quantitative class. In that class, you will be teach specifically about the software, that how you have to use these data software to clean your data, to make sure that you are applying some, you can say, uh, you can say correct formulas for relating the things, correlation, causation, regression. So all those things will be deal. And the thing is that if you want to pursue some high quality quantitative work, you can also do courses from non-HSS background also. Like we have courses here from data analysis, 2 level, 3 level courses in data analysis. So most of the engineering students also take this. So for quantitative, you can take interdisciplinary course also. And regarding that, our core course also, it is also a very good course. You will have all the basic tools that you require to pursue your research in quantitative.
Yeah, so like you, the thing that I could understand that from the course itself, we can get a hands-on experience on R and Stata as well, right? And if we want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like go for a higher level of understanding on data analysis, so we can take courses as well.
Yeah, you can take courses. You can also pursue your thesis using Stata. One of my friends is pursuing his thesis using Stata only. So it depends upon your research also. If you want to pursue your research in quantitative, you can do your work with Professor Deepak or Professor Ashish. So they will guide you regarding quantitative work. So it all depends upon how you navigate here, the courses and your thesis. So regarding first-hand experience, you will get it through this course.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, yes, you are audible. Please go ahead.
Like I want to ask, what is the fee structure of the course and hostel fees, mess?
Okay, okay. So basically, if you belong to the general category, you are supposed to pay 56,588, including everything for a semester. And this is for general, EWS, and OBC. If you belong to SC, ST, and PWD categories, you are supposed to pay 46,588 for a semester. Yeah, this is the normal fee structure. And yeah, when you come at that time, at the time of your entrance, basically when you join the institute, you are supposed to pay 5,000 fee as security deposit, and there is one fee of admission, I think about 7 or 8 thousand, if I'm not wrong. So your overall fee in the first semester would be around 60,000 if you are from the SC, ST, PWD category, and it would be around 70,000 if you are from the general EWS or OBC categories.
Is there any scholarship or
So
like fee?
currently, we earlier from our past batch, like from the batch of our seniors, we used to get 5,000 stipend each month. But from our own batch only, the stipend has been stopped, and now we have a different sort of a thing. It's called OCU, on campus employment opportunity. So it's a career sort of a thing at IIT Jain, in which you have to apply, and then you might have to give interviews, or based on the vacancies you might get selected. And there the rate is that you will get 150 rupees for an hour, and you can do maximum 40 hours of work in in a month. But then there are also TA shifts, and in TA shifts the rates are different. You will be paid around 1,500 to 2,000 maximum in a month. But if you have a different OCEO, you might get paid till 5 to 6,000. So currently, I'm an assistant in a center called Kiran Patel Center for Sustainable Development. So I am getting paid around 6,000 per month. But Basu was TA last semester, so he got around he got paid around 1,500 to 2,000. So this is something which you can do. But yeah, if you get two OCOs, it is based on the circumstances when you are applying. If the student affairs and the academic office allows that, then you can earn more. But the upper cap is 6,000. You cannot do more than 40 hours of work in a month, and you cannot earn more than 6,000 in a month. But during the vacations, suppose during the midsum break, during the endsum break in December, you can do more work. You can do 40 hours of work in a week, but usually you can do 40 hours of work in a month. This is a general sort of a thing regarding the stipend or the income that you can generate. But then let me also tell that this is a competitive thing. It is not ensured from here itself that you will get it for sure. It depends what kind of profile you have, what kind of an OCU you are applying to, and if the faculty is interested in you, then they will take. But mostly since last year we have been getting it again and again, so it depends. It depends on your profile, on your preferences, and the faculty who is taking the OCO.
Yeah, so regarding that scholarship thing, one more thing to add, that you can apply for loan from IIT itself. For example, if you're in first semester and you want to take loan for your second semester fees, you can apply through student affairs and they will go through your application and they will then decide that whether they can give you loan or not. So generally people get the loan very easily from student affairs. And at the time of your admission, if you are facing any financial constraint, you just write to the student affairs, you just write to the admission committee after your admission, that because after your admission you will be given a 1 or 2 months of time to submit your fees. So at that time you can clearly state that these are my financial constraints and I have been suffering. So they will give you some solution that okay, you pay this partial amount and rest can be paid later on. And after coming here, you can apply for the loans for your fees. But we don't have any as such dedicated scholarship. It comes from time to time, so we can't say with certainty that yeah, there is some dedicated scholarship.
So
The,
as you
the
like,
yeah, please go ahead, please go ahead.
as you tell, like it's a 60,000 for SCST per semester, na?
It's not per semester, it is for the first semester only. Then from the subsequent
So
semesters you will be supposed to pay 46,500 rupee.
Okay, so it is like hostel charges included in it?
Everything is included in this amount: hostel,
uh,
utilities, academic,
mess
everything. Since
fees,
the
everything is included.
SC/ST students are not supposed to pay tuition fees, so we get waived of 10,000. But so the remaining is your mess fee, laundry fee, and the hostel fee.
Okay. Thank you.
And one thing about student loan, since when we were in our first year, there was a different director. It was easy to get educational loan with zero interest rate. But from the last semester, from 2023, second half of 23, there has been more scrutiny in giving loans. So yeah, they will be addressing, they will be scrutinizing your papers, and based on the document they will give you. Earlier, anyone could go and get the loan. Since I also got the loan, many of our friends also got the loan. Basu also took some loan, so it was very easy to get the loan. But now you can still get the loan, but it depends on your case. If your case is very convenient, if they find that you really need that, they will give you. So we have a student endowment fund, and there is a fund called R&D, Research and Development Fund, under which we get the student loans. So once you are in the institute, it is very easy to survive here. The only thing is that to enter the institute, IITs have so many resources. You can get anything from these institutes. Just the thing is that you need to enter. Once you are inside, they cannot expel you on the basis of fees. So there are many students who are paying their fees very late. Some are not able to pay their fees, so they will do one or the other thing. So one of my seniors, he had 1 lakh rupee backlog. So he didn't pay that. He paid it later. He told that he will pay it later, but it is still in the process and he is already passed out. So these things happen. So you need to, focus one, about entering the institute, loan and every other thing will be sorted after entering here.
Okay, thank you.
Uh, I,
Hello.
hello, am I audible?
You're audible.
Yeah,
Please go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
I request to both of you just go the chat. I mentioned my question. Just once open the chat. I
Okay. Chat box. The question is, I am interested in political development and the media. As you showed in the PPT and explained, there is no facility for political thought. So, should I go with the idea of political development for my research, or do I have to think about my idea? Basu, please address this.
Yeah, you can go with political development, or you can even also go with any core idea of political science. I am myself pursuing my master's in I'm writing my thesis on political science only. So I don't think that there will be any issue. You can go with political development. And for media, we have dedicated faculty here. So we have one Professor Anpurna Rath who has elaborated work on media study. We also have Professor like Orko. He has also some work on this media studies. So I think, yeah, it's a good topic. You can work on political development, and for media also we have dedicated faculty. So there is no issue that I think there is with this topic. The only suggestion that I will give you is that just don't go ahead with one research topic. Try to mention two, three diverse topics so that you have good chances. If one of your topics don't find that the faculty didn't find it suitable, then you can go ahead with the second topic. So you can go for two, three topics.
yeah. So one more question is here. Uh, as I mentioned, my yeah. So I'm aware the all basics details about this course and IIT. So I just worried about the application process. As I log in the first page, so ask for me a research topic in a row. So I add there in the first page. I have to mention some more topics or just one or two, and in the third slide I have to mention my idea in a broad way, like my research idea. So did I able to explain?
So what I get from your question is that you are asking that in the first page of your SOP, of your application, you have to write a research interest, and the second page you have to explain your topic in detail. That is what you are
Yeah.
saying, na? Yeah.
One more thing.
So
So in the
yeah,
first
yeah.
page
Go ahead.
I have to mention just topic names, or at there I have to explain some sentences or and all.
No. If where there is written research interest na, in your application form, there you just
Yeah.
have to mention the research interest. Then your statement of purpose, you don't just have to elaborate on your research topic. You also have to elaborate that why you want to join this program, why you specifically want to join IIT Gandhinagar. So statement of purpose will involve all these things, like why you have interest in humanities and social science, why you want to join IIT Gandhinagar, specifically this program, and a bit of elaboration on your research topic. So you don't need to give entire space of SOP to your research interest only. Just give two, three lines to elaborate your research interest to show them that yes, you have something in your mind that you want to do after coming here. And in other parts, just try to show that why you want to join IIT Gandhinagar, why you find this program very interesting, and why you want to join this program. So these are the things that you have to write in SOP.
Yeah, just to add to what Vasu had said. So when it comes to research, mentioning research interest, you just need to write your research interest in very few words, two, three, four words. And if you have more than one, you can put a semicolon, write the second interest, third interest. So it is just a sort of heading, no explanation there. And when it comes to SOP, in SOP, you can basically it is about why you want to join IIT Gandhinagar, why IIT Gandhinagar is the right place for you, and you need to be very cohesive, coherent, and eloquent in your writing of the SOP. So basically, it depends how you write the SOP. It is not about your research interest that you want to do on this particular topic. You have this and that information about it. It is more about yourself, why you want to join IIT, and what IIT offers in that. And you can in one, two, or three sentences you can mention about the research topic. Since they also know that whoever applies here, they are not perfect in the research ideas. So we all delve on the research idea, we all think about it, and we all just write it. But then once you but in that also you need to have a basic understanding which you can mention. But you not need to consider be concerned much about your research idea or whether they will take my idea or not. So it is basically your application Your application is a window towards your entrance test. Basically, they will see what, how many marks do you have in your bachelor's, how do you write the asked answers, the answers which the questions which Basu showed in his presentation. Three questions are there, and your SOP, your work experience. These are the things which are important, and then the next stage comes. So I hope this helps. What you tried to ask.
One more question is here. Yeah, I have. So while tackling those three questions, so how we need to create our approach to while answering this? Because since last 1 month I am trying to answer this, but I erased all the answers because I thought this is not good and this is not. I read this 3 times, but while I reading next time I erased all three answers. I insecurity in my mind that it could be wrong and it's not a good way how IIT expect from us. Yeah.
So basically, you see, the good way of writing any answer is that you need to have three or four slots in any answer. So you can mention, at the starting, you can give an idea about the introduction of the topic. For example, if it is the question is, do you think it is important to study the past? You may choose to illustrate your answer. So at the beginning, you can tell like what past is, and then you can, in the next para, you can tell like what past has done, what past has been, and then you can cite some authors, you can write some particular incidents, and then at the end of the answer you can just conclude what do how do you see the past, how past impacts our lives, and how it is relevant in today's time. These are three to four standards, or three to four brackets of an answer, of a good answer: introduction, body, argument, and then conclusion. So if you follow this structure, then we believe that your answers would be acceptable, they would be good.
Yeah, so just to add few things to this answer question, because since you have very few words, 250 words, you have to answer this question. So just try to be as creative as possible. Okay, you can just quote some random thinkers. You can quote some data. For example, like there is second question that for developing economy, what would you prefer, growth or development? If you can substantiate your argument with some data or some report, and for example, in the third question, do you think it is important to study the past? You can mention some quote of some historian or some thinker. So what it will do, it will give you a bit of edge from other aspirants. So that is the thing that you can do. Don't try to write some very flowery language or something, or you just need to show that yeah, you have some basic idea and you have some open-ended mind that okay, I can deliberate on the topics and I can write on the topics. That is what they are looking. They are not looking for some flowery language or something. Just try to substantiate your arguments with some data or some quotes or some, you can say, some quotations from some good journals or something, if you can do so. So don't go for some good language or something. Just make sure that your arguments are good. And in 250 words, you have to give two or three arguments. Hardly you will be able to give three arguments. In two arguments, 250 words will be, I think 250 words will be finished. So just these are two or three suggestions.
So 250 words are prohibited for all three questions or all questions we have tried 23 or 250
No,
words.
no, for each question you will get 250 words.
And one more thing. So what about the language? Language. I'm talking about a grammatical English about.
Grammatical, you have to make sure that you don't commit some very, very big grammatical mistake. So you can use some softwares like Quillboard or something to check your grammar. So yeah, grammar needs to be correct. You don't need to write very flowery language, but yeah, it needs to be grammatically correct. That is the thing that you have to maintain.
What's flowery means? How? What do you want to?
Means you don't need to write very good sophisticated word like Shashi Tharoor type of English. You don't need to write that type of English. You can write a layman type of English, because I came from chemistry background. We never wrote these 250 or 300 words. So I just went out with some very basic English, supported my arguments with some data. I In the third question I used some quotes, and I got through it. So you don't need to write very Sashi Tharu type of English that you are using very heavy words, very high vocab. There is no need to do this. Just make sure that you are able to convey your arguments well. If you're writing a line, make sure that you are able to substantiate it or you are able to justify it. For example, if I am mentioning it that yes, it is important to study fast. So you have to mention that why you are saying so. Or if you, in the second question, if you are saying that, yeah, I think growth is more important, or for say development is more important, you have to justify your argument. So that is what they are looking, that how you are justifying your argument or how you are making your argument. So that is the thing that they are looking for.
Uh, Vashu, I have one query around internship. Like, how does it happen if someone is trying to get into an internship? Will the institute provides it, or the student will have to look into it?
See, there are both the things that are possible. So most of our batchmates get internship on their own. So what happens is that after second semester, from the starting of second semester, you get a supervisor. Okay, you have to choose a supervisor for working your thesis. So most of the students use the contacts of their supervisor to get their research. Also, there are some research opportunities that are opened by IIT itself. For example, my internship was with UNICEF. So that internship was opened by IIT Gandhinagar itself. There we have social action policy lab, dedicated policy lab. So they opened a vacancy. We applied for it and we got that. The third thing is that CDS, Campus Development Services, also help you if you will go with them, if you will go to them that these are the research interests that I want to work on, or these are the things that I want to work in. So they will give you. For two or three of our classmates got internship with Times of India or some other news portals through the contact of CDS. So there are two, three opportunities. You can either go with the network of your professor, you can choose your own if you want. If you have some good opportunities in your mind, you can go on your own. And if you think you are not able to find on your own, or you are not able to get the context from your professor, then you can use the context of the CDS. Campus Development Services will definitely help you for this. And from this time, for our junior batch, they are opening a dedicated team for having these internships. So when you will arrive here, the process will be more streamlined. So finding an internship is not a very difficult task here.
And also, like, if someone, like you said, it is compulsory to have one internship throughout the course, right? If someone is having a time like in between the semester break or during holidays, can someone go for another opportunity as per se internships?
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
okay.
You can go. Most of the people go for internship in breaks here. You also have some fellowships in breaks. For example, Mohit did a Explorer Fellowship. So it's a dedicated fellowship of IIT Gandhinagar. Mohit will explain a bit more about that. So we have Gram Fellowship in winters. We have that Explorer Fellowship in summers. So we have different fellowships also that are also counted as internship only. So you can do that also, and you can do internship in other breaks also. That is not a problem. The only mandatory thing is that in the summer break, you have to do a mandatory minimum internship of 6 weeks. That is the minimum thing. Apart from that, you can do as many internships as possible, and you can take help of CDS in that internships also. So CDS
And
and yeah.
yeah, and these internship, whether they must have to be around your thesis research project, or you can choose anything you like.
No, they
No,
can
no,
be
no.
on
So
anything.
they can be in anything. And the thing is that when you will end your second semester and you will go for your internship, you want to be very clear about your research topic. Okay. So your research interest will narrow down in your third semester. So most of the peoples don't have any idea that on which topic they are doing their research when they go for internship. And the thing is that it has happened with many of our classmates that when they went for the internship, from there they found that okay, these are the things on which I want to write my thesis. For example, we have one classmate who went for an internship in a tribal village, and she discovered that she has interest in this tribal studies, and now she's pursuing her thesis on this tribal studies only. So there is no compulsion as such.
Okay. And also, just this last thing that I wanted to ask, all these internship that you get through your dedicated cell and through professors, uh, does these internship be stipend, or like it just is moneyless
So you are
labor?
Yeah, okay. So you are being unpaid or unpaid or unpaid. So the thing is that our internship was paid internship. It was a very good paid internship. So it depends that where you want to pursue your internship. For example, the students who got internship at Times of India, so it was an unpaid internship. So it depends upon from institution to institution. But you have ample of opportunities. What happens is sometimes students trade off a paid internship with unpaid because they find that this the unpaid internship that I am getting is from a very good organization. For example, if you are finding an internship with the PRS, if you are interested in policy studies, you find a research in internship with CPR, and you are getting 10,000 in some other internship, you will definitely trade off it. But if you are asking me that
Okay.
whether you will be able to find paid internship or not, there will be ample of opportunities where you will find paid internships here.
See, mostly the thing is that all the big organizations, NGOs or policy, organizations, and also the faculties with whom you want to do research work, they don't pay you. So if you want to work with them in those organizations, you won't get paid. But if you want to do some other work, then you can get paid. So it is basically based on where you are applying, where you are working. But if it comes to getting paid, most of our classmates, the internship they did not get paid. Some did the internships in ISER, Bhopal, some went to IIMs, some went to IIT, some went to IIT Bombay, and there was some other institutes. So they do not pay you. So but if you do, if you're doing work with some organization which are not very renowned, or it depends, like it depends on the nature of the internship, then you can get paid. But one thing is there, if you're doing a research based internship, then there are very less chances that you will get paid. Although in previous times, like before our batch, our seniors got research internships in Australia. That was funded by IIT Gandhinagar itself. Some 30-40 lakhs were allocated for them. Four of the people went to Australia. They stayed there for 40 days. It was paid, but it is something which is based on your chance, that if you if, whether it comes in your time or not. Like in our time, we did not get any foreign internship, but maybe in the next year you can get. So it goes like that. And the other thing is that Vasu has also mentioned that you can always use the contact of your faculty advisor, your supervisor, with whom you are planning to do your thesis. So they always have good connections. You can, through their network, you can work with any professor or any organization. So yeah, this is how you can navigate the internship and the stipend part.
I think IITs also do provide summer internship and winter internship, right?
IIT
Yeah, IIT
Roorkee has
Gandhinagar,
a, yeah, basically
IIT
IIT
Gandhinagar
Gandhinagar,
also has.
Gandhinagar has an SRIP program. It's called Summer Research Internship Program. It gives you 8,000 rupees per month. But mostly SRIP is catered towards engineering and sciences student. It is based on the project that faculties do. So for example, if professor at HSS and cognitive sciences, they are doing any project and they require someone, then you will have chance. But mostly SRIP is dedicated for people who are not from the HSS background. But in IIT Roorkee, there is a dedicated program. It also pays 8,000 rupees per month. So you can see, but that is also project based. So if they have if they have vacancies, if they have project, then you can, obviously you can apply for that. Yeah, if
Okay,
there are
thank
any,
you.
yeah, no
Yeah.
problem. Someone, if there are any other questions, please go ahead. We
I
can
have a
wrap up.
question.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the presentation. It was really informative. I was taking help from my friend to write SOP, and I'm very new at this. I'm writing SOP for the first time, and she asked me if there are any marks weightage. So, like, what is marks weightage? Wo- can you help me with that? I do not understand.
So as such, they have not mentioned anything. So regarding that thing, the process is bit opaque. So we can't comment anything about this because we also don't know that why our SOPs got shortlisted and what are the weightages that they are giving it. So we don't have any information about that thing. So I don't think that they have some dedicated weightage to different sections. I don't think so. They have that. Yeah, but when they evaluate your application, they do look at your work experience and your marks in graduation. So that is the thing that counts a bit.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Yeah. So Raj has posted a question in chat box that are there scholarships for foreign education? So yeah, you see the Mohit, do you want to answer this question? Are there scholarships for foreign education?
So see, when it comes to foreign education, you don't have any scholarship as such, but you have a scholarship for foreign paper presentation conferences. You have 60,000 allocated fund once during your degree. You can avail that, and you can visit any foreign institute for presenting a paper. But we don't think that there is any dedicated scholarship for foreign education. Basically, the one thing that IIT can help you in doing is that IIT, through the MOUs of IIT, you can use the network. You can apply to the other institute, and you can go to any particular university. But it depends where you are going and whether that institute has an MOU with IIT or not. Mostly people from the sciences and tech background, there are several MOUs, such as University of Miami is in collaboration with IIT Gandhinagar, University of there is one university of University of Illinois is there, and there are several other universities in US. Recently, Japan, one university from Japan has also established an MOU here, and we are sending IIT sending students to that institute also. But there is no funding as such from the side of IIT. Funding is basically it depends on the other institute where you are applying.
For PhD, they have. So for PhD, you can pursue one of your semester in one of the foreign universities that IIT have collaboration with. But for masters, they hardly have that scholarship thing available. Yeah, but you can take loan if you want to pursue a semester abroad. You can take loan. That is facility that is available, but that is very complicated process.
Yeah,
So
and
that you
through
have to keep in
IIT
mind.
there is one chance of studying in a foreign institute is the Charpak Fellowship. So Charpak Fellowship is basically it's an internship. Also it is also an exchange program. So it depends. Like you need to talk to that institute beforehand. You have to get all the sanction from there, and then you have to see whether that institute has any relation with IIT Gandhinagar. If any institute in France has any connection with IIT Gandhinagar, then you can go ahead. There is no problem. You will get funding from the French embassy directly. But mostly people use Charpak for internship. Our own seniors, two of our seniors, they also went to France. They did their internship with Professor Christopher Jeffrello, and they got support from IIT Gandhinagar. This is something which you can avail. But yeah,
Yeah.
any other, yeah.
So I think most of the participants got the cleared the doubt. I think they have asked the questions also. In YouTube, there is no question. So since we have moving forward, it's been 1 hour. I would like to thank Mohit and Vasu for the wonderful presentation, and I have shared the WhatsApp group link, which is there in the chat box. You can click and join there. If you have any further queries and any doubts, we can plan for another session also before the application deadline ends. If you have more issues on SOP, then we can have a separate session on that, so that it will give a clear cut idea to all. Thank you all the participants for joining, and thank you everyone. Thank you, Mohit, and thank
Yeah,
you all.
thank you, Eli. It was a great time
Thank you.
presenting.
Best of luck,
Yeah, see
everyone.
you.
Best of luck.
Yeah, best of luck to all the participants.
Okay,
Thank you
thank
for the
you.
presentation.